Morning, folks. Today's soap is brought to us from K Shave Works and with South Florida West Shavers. This one here is called Mystic Oud. This particular scent was inspired by Tom Ford Oud Wood. Um, this came out, I think, in 2017. Probably, if you're looking for this particular soap and aftershave, you'll have to find it on the buy-sell trade market. Um, some of the key notes, my notes, it's well blended, so I'm not picking any of this out. But I got this off the Tom Ford website for their oud wood. So in other words, you might pick up some. It mentions, of course, oud wood, then it's sandalwood, and have no idea what Chinese pepper smells like, but evidently it's a unique scent. It must be included here. Anyway, some things that just to me I find interesting. Pepper's pepper as far as my nose knows. And here's the matching aftershave here. Um, yeah, like I say, I'll have a link down below if you're interested in checking out that scent profile for Tom Wood. Um, Oud scent for me is just it really is. It's a nice scent. My nose really does like it. I've got it whipped up here in a thrift store fine bowl, restaurant grade bowl, I guess you might say. It's pretty heavyweight. Need to add a little bit more water to this. This particular brush, I found this one here at Superior Shave. It was on clearance and it's out of stock right now. But this one here has a 23 millimeter synthetic badger knot, and the handle is made out of beechwood, and paid a whole $3 for it. That's a fantastic buy. I'll have a link down below to the closeout sale area if you're interested in checking out some of the rest of the stuff. Now, I didn't look this morning, but I know when I was looking at the site, there was I think at least two DEs that three-piece DEs that he had on sale there. That was pretty dirt cheap compared to what the normal price is. But anyway, thought I'd just throw that out there. He's got a pretty good sale going on. I'm going to be using the, matter of fact, this is where I got this shavette from. This is a Focus, R-21 dash, and there's a whole number of, list of numbers that follow that. This particular one here, this portion here is considered to be gunmetal. Then of course, we got black here. And this stuff sort of thing comes in different colors, but this is the only one that where this part came in gunmetal. The rest of it will be a nice shiny chrome, I guess you might say, and then different colors on the scales down here. But the unique thing about this one here, besides it's got a plastic insert, is that the toe and the heel of the blade is covered. So it kind of makes it nice for some folks that are starting out, and helps with the issues of the toe and the heel catching you along the way. I want to put a hot towel to the face this morning, and we'll go ahead and get started with the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Christmas cube here. This oud scent is really nice. If you can find an oud scent that works for you. For me, I haven't found one that doesn't work for me. It is a very unique scent. And if I had to say, I'm not too sure that oud scents are all that popular. I know for me it is, but for some other folks, maybe not so much. It is a very unique scent. As it goes for the pepper, my nose doesn't pick up the pepper. I have a soap that has pepper in it, and my nose has no problem picking up that pepper. I mean, it is. It's lemon and pepper, this soap that I've got, that I've had for a moment, and it's still available, believe it or not. Not everything I have is out of production, but you smell the lemon and you can smell the pepper. I mean, that pepper is just right out front. You can't miss it, even with a nose like mine. But this one here, like I say, it's well blended. Oud scents for me are a lot like that. I can't pick out any one particular scent out of the profile. It's just I know that it hits well with my nose. This brush, being a synthetic brush, I think what might be going on also, because I've looked at I think it's past hers is where I noticed it, is that the synthetic knots for Omega are changing, and they have a different synthetic knot. It looks different even. Sometimes, you know, the new knot will come out and it'll look very similar to the old knot, but it will be different once you start to get a real close look at it. But in other words, just looking at the website, you can tell that the synthetic knots are changing, along with the prices, of course. This really does smell great. I'm going to reach over here and grab my damp towel, get it laid out to put my lather on to help keep my sink water cleaner. But yeah, this is a, have to say, this is a pretty easy going shaver, especially if you're starting out. I don't recall how much, in other words, how much it weighs. It's not very heavy. I mean, it is made out of metal, but it's fairly lightweight. Of course, a lot of Focus Project products are like that. They don't weigh a whole lot. You can also find K-Shave Works products on West Coast Shaving. Yes, I remember seeing that now. It took me a moment, but it finally came back to the front of my mind where I remember seeing these at. But like I said, it was released back in 2017, if I remember right, and I think it was a limited edition type thing to begin with. I picked it up because Oud. Hey, I got to try that. Now, as it goes for Tom Ford, I really don't know anything about that product line. Don't own any of it. I don't think. No, I know my nose hasn't smelled any of it outside of what I have right here. I hear tell that's it comes close to being like that. My nose, I couldn't tell you one way or the other. I will say this is an easygoing, really easy use shave vat. This is not the only one that is like that. Focus has a number of shave vets where it covers the toe and heel of the blade for those that, I guess you might say, might be concerned about that sort of thing. I have to be honest, most of the time, if I'm going to get a cut, it's with the whole blade. The toe or the heel is not normally what I have issues with. It's the whole blade. But for some folks, it is the toe and the heel, especially if you're, I guess you might say, getting right here around your ear and possibly the nose. I have, if you're relatively new to the channel, I have not shaved underneath my nose in well over 20 years. It's been a good long moment. I don't, I guess you might say facial hair through my lifetime has been a thing. Shave's going pretty good so far. Taking down a considerable amount of the beard growth. I'd have to say probably one of the reasons why they changed the synthetic knot is this particular synthetic knot doesn't seem, I know they're trying to, I guess you might say, pattern the synthetic knot after a badger knot, so it is a little, it's not a real dense knot. It's in that it has a lot of backbone. It feels, it's not necessarily floppy, but it does kind of imitate a badger knot that maybe is not densely packed. Maybe that's the best way to put it. But I had no problem lathering with it. The handle's pretty nice. This is a lot of fun to shave with. I have I have this one here that's got a black scale. Got one that's kind of a reddish pink, OD green. Like I say, it comes in various different colors, and availability, of course, is going to be kind of hit miss depending on what website you're looking at. It's been a while since I looked at eBay for them, but I know at one point in time they were, how can you say, readily available there, different colors. But typically the going price is right around the $15 mark. They're not really expensive by any means. It's hard to put in words just how easy it is to use this and feel comfortable with it. It's just a joy to use. It's in a way, as it goes for ease of use, it reminds me of the Vanta Shavette that also covers the toe and heel. The blade, because of the way it sits in the plastic insert here, and the way in Vanta, the way it sits in that, I guess you might say, mechanism, it makes it for where it is, and you don't have, the blade is there, you do feel it, but it's not alarming, I guess you might say. If you have a little bit of experience with a Shavette and looking to try something like this, you might find that it does seem to be easier to use. It helps build with the confidence in your skill set. As it goes for the post shave, if you haven't tried K Shave Works, post shave, in my opinion, is just fine. I still have a lot of residual slickness. My face doesn't feel dried out by any means. So in other words, if you're just buying the soap and you're just working the residual soap into your skin and with that scent, yeah, I think it would be a good product to use like that. All right, we're going to see how much stinging I got with the alum block complete with rubber band this morning. Got a little bit right there, which sometimes those creases, if I don't work at just the right angle, sometimes I'll end up with a little bit of stinging here and there. Just got a little bit right there. Didn't notice it through the shave. Usually I notice it through the shave. Might have a little bit of a catch right there when I'm going over it with the blade, but I didn't notice it this morning. All right, unscented mentholated witch hazel. I have to say that the some of the shaving products, inexpensive, that seem to get your money's worth out of, and the alum block is one of them. What is it? I think like $4.50 for this for the alum block at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And for me, using it like I do, it lasts a good year, maybe even longer. I've never really kept track. I know the last one I had, the last one, which was my first one, it did last quite a while. I think it was more than a year. And I end up with just a real small piece. In other words, it didn't even totally go away before I started using a full size one again. If you're kind of curious, as it goes for the plastic insert, this one here is black. I don't recall if they come in different colors or not. If it's similar to, I think they do. I think they do have. I think I remember seeing a red one. I think I've got one. Go with my red one, red Shavette. That's what it looks like there on the inside. Personna X series. You can kind of see where the bumps are at, where you can line the blade up, and it just pinches together and slides right on in. And it's relatively easy to use. Nothing to it. It works well for me. How long is it going to last before that part where it bends back and forth, it snaps in half? Probably has a lot to do with how often do you use it. For me, no more when I use it's probably going to last a good long while before it actually breaks. Fantastic shave this morning. Tell you what, this scent I really do like. Oud it is such a unique scent, especially for my nose. That's what the restrictor looks like there. To be honest with you, I can't even remember how much I paid for this set back when I bought it. I think at that point in time, it was less about price and more about the scent. That's what I was focused on. It does. It's for a Friday, to get a good Friday morning started. This is such a nice scent. I like Oud. Oud's really good. Had a great shave this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy. Smooth shaves to you.